Yes, boy. Come on, Ian Foster. Just one more loss. Then I get my job. Oh, go, boys. Lose All Blacks, please. Go. Look on here. Guys, I'm supporting you guys this weekend. I want that job to coach the All Blacks. Foster, thank you. Just lose one more time, and then the job is mine, baby. Mommy. Yo guys, welcome back to another video of mine. So it is time for the review of the Springboks versus All Blacks, the first test match of 2022 between these two great rugby nations. And when I say great, I mean great overall, like of all time, because the All Blacks are not great anymore, as some of you may have realized by now. But anyway, before we get into the action, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also hit that bell notification so that you don't miss out on the next video. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So yeah, I really think Scott Robertson should be the new All Blacks head coach, and Ian Foster must go. They must fire him. They gave him a warning after the series that they lost against Ireland that if you don't win at least one game in South Africa, then you lose your job. And that's exactly what's gonna happen only if he loses again the upcoming weekend against my lovely Boks. But Robertson he's a master in developing a team culture. He's a fantastic coach. The records that he had with the Crusaders and the Junior All Blacks is just phenomenal. He coached the Junior All Blacks in 2015 and they've won the Junior World Cup. He started coaching the Crusaders in 2017, and I think in 2017 they've won the Super Rugby trophy. A year later, they've won it again under Robertson. A year later, again. 2020 was COVID interruptions, but 2021, they've won Super Rugby Aotearoa. And 2022, they've won Super Rugby again. They just can't lose under Scott Robertson. So why don't you just make him the coach of the All Blacks? I'm a South African. I'm complaining about this because I want us to play against a strong All Black side, because I'm very proud of this rivalry. And it's just, as I said, it's a much more amazing feeling to win against a strong All Black side than against a weak All Black side, because it's working that way at the moment, because we're not sure if we beat the All Blacks, then we're not sure if we're going to beat Ireland and France, because they obviously also hammered the All Blacks. So that's the whole thing. And I'm just so proud of the rivalry, as I said. I just want Robertson to be the new All Blacks coach. And I also want us, obviously, to win the Freedom Cup this weekend. Because if we win the second match against the All Blacks, then we take the Freedom Cup home where it belongs, in South Africa. The last time we won the Freedom Cup was in 2009. That's 13 years ago. Since then, it stayed in New Zealand. I wonder where it stayed, in Christchurch or in Auckland, or where did they hide it? Because we are gonna take it home the upcoming weekend. So yeah, as I said, Scott Robertson, fantastic coach. And I also I covered this. He's a master in developing a team culture, but I'm just going to get into deeper detail in that. So the reason why the Crusaders are so good on him, not just because he's a good coach and good tactics that they use, it's just they have a fantastic team culture, and you can just see the players are so happy. They are happy all the time, not just because they're winning, but they are just happy around him because there's a proper team culture, and they have like these fancy handshakes and whatever dances and songs that they sing when they win Super Rugby trophies and stuff. So yeah, they have this unique celebrations, and Scott Robertson also obviously comes with his breakdancing, boom, 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 interacting with the players. And the thing that I find satisfying is Robertson, you think he looks like a freak with the long blonde hair, but you think he looks a little weird, and then you think this guy is clueless about rugby. First of all, he played rugby, he was a fantastic player. They call him the Razor. And secondly, if you look at him, you think, as I said, you think, whoa, what does this guy know about rugby? Let me tell you, he knows a lot about rugby. This guy is just a fantastic coach. And that's what I find satisfying about coaches. And they come in these weird forms, like Fabian Galtier. He looks so weird with the goggles, and then you think, oh my word, is something wrong with this guy? What's wrong with him mentally or whatever? Then you see how he coaches. Boom, boom, boom. You just think twice. Dave Rennie, again, he doesn't look like he knows a lot about rugby, but when he coaches, he shocks you. Bang, 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 bang. They come in these funny forms. They look so weird and they look clueless about rugby, and then they are these fantastic coaches and have these fantastic tactics that they use. So this is a lesson to everyone. Again, don't judge a book by its cover. Read what's inside. So yeah, with Robertson, with the breakdancing and everything, you think this is a little bit weird, but it's not, because it works. They win all the time, and as I said, he looks funny with the long blonde hair, and then you think, what does this guy know about rugby? Let me tell you, he knows a lot. A lot. His tactics is working. He keeps winning trophies after trophies. So yeah. But anyway, let's get into the review. So it was a fantastic start for the Boks, despite the concussion from Faf de Klerk. He accidentally knocked his head into Caleb Clark's knee, and yeah, that was not a pleasant hit, because he was lights out, and luckily he got awake later and clapped to the crowd. But yeah, it was a good start for the Boks, other than the Faf injury, because Lukani gave a sensational pass to Kurtley Arendse. And that was just a fantastic try. I mean, this is the second time that did this to the All Blacks. Like last year, he gave a fantastic offload that led to a try. If you guys remember that. And this year again, what an offload from him to lead to the try for Kurtley Arendse. So 7-0, the Boks later on get a penalty to make it 10-zip. And obviously the All Blacks, just before halftime, they were awarded a penalty for, I think, the Springboks. Damien Dalendo was offside when he received the ball of the scrum. So yeah, that means, yeah, it's a penalty. I don't really agree with that rule, because he was behind the scrum off, and the moment the scrum off touches the ball, then you can sprint up. So that's kind of a weird penalty, but yeah. So the All Blacks decided. I also don't really like this attitude of the All Blacks anymore. They are a team, if you look at the past, who likes to score tries. They keep going for the try. That's the attitude. Since Foster took over, no, they're taking the points. They're going for the post. If you think twice, then you'll say, yeah, maybe it's not a bad idea to kick to the post. But then you think of the All Blacks and what makes them so special and great. Not just the running rugby and stuff, it's just the attitude. They want the tries. But anyway, they kicked the ball to the post. It was 10-3 at the break for the Springboks. So they led by 7 at the break. And then in the second half, we had a few penalties and a drop goal from Pollard, which eventually made the score 19 points to 3 for us, because penalty, drop goal, and penalty again gave us 9 more points. Then there was Caleb Clark. What a run by him, but equally, what a tackle by Damian Willemse. So that was just a fantastic tackle from Willemse. So he stopped the try for the time being, because literally 2 seconds later, Shannon Frizzell picked the ball up and scored. The All Blacks after that, they started to play running rugby in their own half. I was kind of scared, because I thought maybe these guys can score 3 tries in 1 minute and win the game. But Eventually they couldn't, so the score was 19-10, and then they started to play in the 22-meter area, uh, running rugby, and if you do that, that's very risky. So they gave a loose pass that led to a wonderful try for Mr. Willie Leroux. You can't imagine the noise in my house when that happened. We were just all roaring, wow! Because that was a lovely try, lovely way to finish the game for the Boks. And they've won the game again by 16 points, 26 points to 10. That's 1 point more than the France victory last year against the All Blacks, where they've beaten the All Blacks with 15 points difference. So this is a 1 point more difference. Wow. But still, again, I want Foster to go. He doesn't deserve the job. I mean, Super Rugby is on a lower level than international rugby, but if you look at Foster's record on Super Rugby, it wasn't great compared to Robertson's record on Super Rugby, which was just fantastic. Then you think, okay, this guy did better on level 1 than the other guys, so that is supposed to give him an automatic boost to go to level 2 before the other guy reaches level 2, and that unfortunately didn't happen for Robertson. But yeah, Ian Foster was long in the All Blacks coaching staff. He was like 8 years as assistant coach, so yeah, it was quite fair to give him a shot, but he didn't nail the shot. That's the whole point. So Robertson deserves the job now. I mean, you can't keep looking around and then keep missing him. I mean, it's just so weird. They should have. If I was a guy on YouTube said this. His channel's name is Peter Rugby Eater. Subscribe to him. He's a fantastic rugby YouTuber, South African. He said that if the All Blacks win the second test or lose the second test, no matter what happens, they must still fire Ian Foster, and I totally agree with that, because you can't trust Ian Foster. Maybe if they win this weekend, then they'll lose the next weekend. Against Argentina, who knows? But so yeah, you can't trust Foster. They must change. They need Robertson more than ever now. They need him. They need him. They need him. So I think 90% plus of the population of New Zealand will support South Africa this weekend, because they all want Foster gone and Robertson to come in. And as I said, it's much better to play against a strong All Black side. I really don't want them to go through the same phase that we went through in 2016 and 2017, because then it's just not right, because the other team keeps smashing you. And that's not how the rivalry is supposed to be. The rivalry is supposed to be tight in every match, like close games. So I'll take the win. I'm very happy that we've won big, but then you think twice. This is not a great All Black side, so the big win doesn't really help. If it was a great All Black side and you win big, then you are fantastic. We can't really say that we are fantastic if we beat the weak All Black side. Compared to if we beat a strong All Black side, then we know we are a fantastic team. Not saying we aren't, but I really don't know if we'll beat France and Ireland if we beat the All Blacks like this. Because France and Ireland, if you beat the All Blacks, doesn't mean you're going to beat France and Ireland. Let's just get that into everyone's head. It doesn't mean that, because France and Ireland both destroyed the All Blacks. Foster broke new records of the All Blacks in the very bad way, because they lost to Argentina for the first time under him. They lost 2 consecutive matches in a row for the first time in how many years, and then they extended that to 3 consecutive matches that they lost in a row. So Foster really must go. As I said, they gave him a warning. If he doesn't win any game in South Africa, then they'll fire him. So it depends on this weekend. But I personally want him gone, as I said. And you guys know why. Okay, let's talk a bit about Kudley Arendse and Malcolm Marx. Malcolm Marx, a freak. What a great player that man is. He's just fantastic. I mean, How many turnovers did he get in the game? You can't count that much. He's just fantastic. He won man of the match on his 50th cap. Oh man, that guy's just an unbelievable player, and yeah, definitely deserves to be man of the match. Curtly Arons got a red card at the end of the match because he tackled Bowden Barrett. No, he took Bowden Barrett out in the air, yeah. While Barrett was trying to catch the ball, and Barrett awkwardly landed on his head, neck area. So, yeah, that was definitely a red card. But other than that, he played fantastic, Curtly Arons, especially his defending against Caleb Clark. And yeah, we normally talk about his great attack, but his defending is just unbelievable. So yeah, well done to both players, and Malcolm Marks. I really want to start him more often because he's brilliant off the bench. He's a huge key in the bomb squad. He plays such a big key role there. But then you realize this guy is one of the best hookers in the world, and it's just fair towards him to start him. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sorry this video was a bit long, but yeah, it's done now. And if you would like to subscribe and like and everything, then you can do it right now. So cheers.